neo-Nazi who planned to attack a synagogue, engage in rape, got a gun with the help of an actual cop. I'm gonna bring you this story because it provides a glimpse into the severe reality of racism in this nation. A former Marine and member of the neo-Nazi group called Rapekrieg planned to attack a synagogue with an assault rifle purchased with the help of a New York police officer. Facing several firearm charges, former US Marine Matthew Belanger is alleged to have prepared an attack on the synagogue, attempted to pass his military training on to his neo-Nazi comrades, and written a screed urging both racial and sexual violence. Racial and sexual violence. He's calling for this right now. Belanger was arrested on June 10th. This happened in New York and charged with making false statements to a federal firearms licensee in order to make a straw purchase of an assault rifle and handgun. Belanger pleaded not guilty to the firearm charges during an arraignment hearing on Monday. The Marine plotted a mass murder. I'm gonna give you some background to this. Not only did he plot a mass murder, he also plotted a sexual assault to decrease the number of minority residents in the United States. So you gotta think about the evil here, the diabolical nature of the plan. He wanted him and his comrades, so to speak, to go out and rape women. And because of these new laws after Roe v. Wade, many of these women would be forced to bring these children to full term, to birth the fetus into full term. So he wanted to capitalize on this opportunity. In a July 14th court memo, federal prosecutors say that while a Marine, Belanger plotted for more serious crimes as part of the neo-Nazi group. The memo says Belanger trained with airsoft guns in the woods of Long Island as part of a plot to attack the Zionist order of governments. The memo also says Belanger was the subject of an FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force investigation into allegedly plotting to engage in widespread homicide and sexual assault. Much of Belanger's ideology and plotting, the memo says, is based around a desire to lessen the number of non-white Americans and to rape white women to increase the production of white children. Like many groups in the neo-Nazi ecosystem, there was an inside source who actually flagged authorities about this sick SOB. In May 2021, Belanger was discharged from the military for misconduct stemming from his affiliation with the neo-Nazis. He was arrested and charged in June of this year and is facing 3 charges stemming from multiple fraudulent firearm purchases wherein someone illegally purchased a firearm for another person. The alleged illegal purchases of firearms for the neo-Nazi came via the help of an unnamed New York police officer. The documents do not indicate if the officer has been charged. Belanger is from New York, but was stationed at the Marine Corps base in Hawaii at the time of the purchases. So what do you have here? Let's connect the dots. The New York police officer is not being named, he should. The New York police officer subscribes to the same neo-Nazi ideology as he does. This does not start and stop with Mr. Belanger, a United States Marine. It continues to permeate in the culture of military and policing ranks, directly contextualized through the dynamic of white supremacy in this country. There's a linkage between these positions of authority within law enforcement and military ranks and the ideology of white nationalism. There's more. The officer allegedly purchased firearms for him twice. The first purchase, which took place in 2019, was for a PTR 308 assault rifle. The officer purchased the rifle for Belanger, who then paid for it via Cash App. Then in April 2020, Belanger had the officer purchase another gun for him. This one is a Luger, the handgun associated with the Nazis. The officer allegedly purchased the firearm for Belanger. The Marine celebrated it in a chat he had with other neo-Nazis online. He texted the group that this Luger drip was incoming. I'm gonna start concealed carrying that Luger. So soon their boys gonna be strapped at Applebee's. It's alleged that he discussed attacking a synagogue with another member. Originally, they were discussing shooting up the place of worship, but then decided it would be best if they just burned it down. The group is alleged to have gone so far as to surveil the synagogue to see if it had security cameras. This is still a developing story, okay? We do not have all of the pieces. We do not have all of the pictures confirmed, but we will bring it to you as they come. I needed you to be aware of this. I needed you to know that this is continuing in the United States of America, that this is real. This is not television. This is us. This is America. This is the country we live in. It's ugly and beautiful at the same time. It's chaotic and seemingly peaceful in some places. But there's a fight here. There's a fight that's rooted in the DNA of this country, which is racism, bigotry, hate, violence. That's the DNA of America, like it or not. And then there's this potential America, the America that we're trying to push it to become, the America we would like to see in front of us. All right, Waz, thoughts here.
Yeah, we say it all the time that police deserve even more scrutiny than the average citizen because we place so much responsibility in their hands. And so to hear that a law enforcement officer is engaging in this sort of fantastical, we're gonna overthrow the country, we're gonna restore white supremacy by impregnating one white woman, like this is absolutely crazy stuff that an officer of the law is engaging with. Like this guy's illegally purchasing firearms for people who want to carry out crimes of terrorism. This is about as horrible as it gets. I would like to see some accountability, not just from the officer involved, but his authority figures. Who trained this guy? Who works with him every day and couldn't notice that he's basically a psychopath? I would like to see some accountability from his peers, to be quite honest, and his superiors.
Yeah, and we still don't have statements from NYPD or the Marine Corps, right, denouncing this individual. Once again, they're likely not going to, Waz, and that's the problem. We have de-evolved so much that 10 years ago, this would have been a major story. Leaders of these entities would have said something clearly about this not representing who they are. But what happens today? You have to basically beg almost for a statement from leaders who are connected to individuals like him.